What are you doing? Come here. Welcome back. Little guy's going pretty good in here. He's been eating his seed. Might actually just top that up a bit. Like a lot of you guys said that you know, it's most likely probably pigeon pox, and it's probably from mosquitoes, which, you know, that is probably very true because there is a lot of mosquitoes around here at the moment. But he's going to be fine. He's a tough little guy and it's not really affecting him. But we'll just give him plenty of food and let him eat as much as he wants. Put that in there. Oh, actually, I've had a couple of questions about my mix. This is basically just a standard pigeon mix from my local pigeon store. It's probably a bit heavy in corn for my liking, but it's pretty much all I can get in my area. I have added extra peas. I might pad that out a bit more with wheat. I've got heaps of wheat, so I might fill this up here with wheat maybe later in this video, and we'll just give it a good old mix. But that's basically it. There's I'll just show you what's in there. There's just peas and safflower, kalo or milo or sorghum, I think Americans might call that, and that's basically it. It's pretty light on, just the peas and the corn, stuff like that. So they seem to like it, and there's probably other things you can add in there, but trying to get all that here is not easy. We're not as fortunate as some of these other countries that have those full racing supply mixes and everything, but you know, pigeons will live off anything. Hey, what's wrong? But he'll be right. Doesn't look like they've got any worse anyway, so we'll just leave him as he is. Poor little fella. We'll go check on the other birds and see how they're going. Come on, let's go. Let's go, go, quick. Go, 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 go. Go. Wait, hey, we're going to look at the birds, alright? You want to come or you want to play with this? Sit down. Go. Well, that didn't really work, did it? Yeah, sit down. You're not handling this lockdown business too well because we can't take you to the dog park. Hey, you've been a big sook. Hey, you're even scared of pigeons. Hey, good girl. Come on, you coming? Yeah. What's in there? No, not interested. Oh, she is feathery in here today. How's this little chick going? Still a lot of molting going on in here. Ooh, these birds are molting like crazy, especially these two. What are you calling on about? What do you want? You want me to bring you food? You got a lot of attitude, Mr. Leo. I've told you that your chicks are weaning now, so you just have to deal with it. I think he's trying to tell me that he needs me to fill up his food bowl. Don't you get some attitude either. You're not having any more babies. You need to have a break. But even see how much better she's looking after we gave her that medicine. She's definitely looking a lot happier, a lot more lively. But she's probably not feeding the babies either, so she's probably having a bit of a break. They have been courting again, them two, her and Leo, but they're definitely not going to be breeding again. It looks like Leo might be molting more. I thought he was done, but it looks like he's still going through it, which is a bit funny. But what I might do is get these two out, see if they want to go for a little bit of a fly, and then also these two here, nest mates. I'm going to have to start trap training those soon. So I might get them birds in here and get them out for a fly. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Just shut that so they can come out, because I think they want to keep coming in now, that hole, but we'll change that on them so they can't. But there's an aeroplane going over, so they're a bit scared. Oh, where are they? Here comes a storm. You can see it's still a bit hot today. But they are getting a lot more comfortable out here than they were yesterday. You can see that they're quite happy to be out and flapping around. What's going on here? think Storm's had enough. I think she wants to go in. Mom. Mom. No, we'll get there. Mom. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yuck, you just pooed that out. Get out of that. Mum. Well, you're going to miss out. Come on. Come on. Next job is to clean this loft out today. I was hoping to get the birds out much earlier, but I'm actually working night shift at the moment, so I had to try and get some sleep this morning. Still pretty tired now, but we'll just push through. Got one more night shift and then I can have the weekend off, thankfully. Hopefully I can get a few more videos out then, but come on. See if I can hand feed any of these guys. It's been a little while. Come on. Oh, come on. Poor little hen over there. It's way too hot for her today. Come on. So I've gone back to the amount of food that I should be feeding them. They were getting way overfed, so like they were getting almost 2 of these cups a day, which is heaps for these birds because they shouldn't even be getting like half a cup of this. But only because the chicks were in here feeding, and now that the chicks, you can see this one here, he's eating all by himself. That's good because that's what we wanted. So now he's sort of pretty much like 90% weaned. You know, he can feed himself, but he's still chasing dad around. But no, it's good. That's what we wanted. That was the whole reason, and he's cutting back now so the birds can actually start getting in, you know, probably lose a little bit of fat. I'm sure they'll put a bit on, but yeah, I don't recommend having babies in the loft like this if you want to try and keep your birds disciplined. It's just too hard. You can see how much it's gonna, like, you can see how undisciplined these birds are, and it's going to take a while to get them back into a routine, so coming out flying and coming straight back in. But food is the best way to do this. I've found they love it. But So I might give them a lighter feed later on. We'll see if it cools down enough and I might be able to get them out again, but we'll see. It's actually really hot in here at the moment. I'm just sweating something chronic, like it's just like still probably mid 30s degrees Celsius, but the humidity is it's probably like 80 or 90% maybe. It's ridiculous. And you can see, even having Storm out for that little fly, she was panting like no tomorrow. She is not keen. But we might leave those birds and we can head in there, and I might actually top up my feeding mix with a bit more wheat. I'll try and get another video out later on today maybe, or over the weekend, just a more detailed one. I'm going to go through all the measurements and whatnot with this loft, just because I've been getting so many comments, and even got some more comments last night, so I need to get that sorted for you guys. It's actually a super simple loft, and it's actually quite cheap really. Like, you know, it looks reasonably okay, like it's good, looks good to have sitting in the backyard, but you know, it was cheap, because you can see there's really not much to it. So I will get that video up. It's not going to be in the flock down series, it'll be a separate one, so I might try and work on that one this afternoon and over the weekend and let you know how I go. But we'll keep on the roll with this flock down. But we need to go in now and sort this wheat out. Actually, I'm curious if anyone knows, remember that little fly that we had, the pigeon fly? I wonder if that thing, because they feed on blood, would that pass on pigeon pox? That's a question for you. Drop those comments down below, because, you know, it could have been where the pigeon pox come from. We do have mosquitoes as well at the moment, because it's still hot and humid. Those things are breeding like crazy, but I'm just curious to see if that could be the case, if those little pigeon flies could pass on pigeon pox, because if it's like a blood transmittable thing, maybe like the mosquitoes are doing. But let me know. Who's making that naughty, strange sound? It's just get too hot for the birds today. Anyway, let's head inside. Okay, so here's my premium wheat. If I'm going to buy wheat, I'm going to buy the premium stuff, because you can see that how clean and clear this stuff is. It's heaps better than the chook food stuff you get. That's all dusty and horrible, but you can see this stuff's all fantastic. I'm pretty sure this might even be like food sort of quality. You could probably ground that into flour if you really wanted to. But I'm just going to add a bit more to my mix, because my mix is going down a little bit, so I might just actually put in, you know, try and thin it out a bit, get a bit more use out of it. Just because the shop that I get all my seed from's shut at the moment, so I've got enough in here, but I can fill it up with this wheat. See, this wheat. Because you know, as long as the pigeons have got a full belly, they don't really care what they eat, to be honest. But this stuff's pretty cheap considering. I don't mind it. And as you can see before, that they didn't have any hesitation in actually eating it. So who knows how long we're going to be in lockdown for, so I probably might go through all this week. Got a good seal on it, these ones. And there we are. See, it's just thinned that out a bit. It's going to make this last a lot longer, especially in these times when I can't just go down the shop and get more pigeon seed, because all the shops are shut now, all non-essential stores anyway. I could probably get like a real cheap mix from the supermarket, but it won't be pigeon. So, ooh, yes, it's hot here today, I tell you. But that's gonna basically be the end of, what are we at, episode 5 now of Lockdown series. I hope you are enjoying it. Don't forget to drop some comments down below, especially if there's anything that you want to see. As I said, I will do a special about the loft, and try and get some measurements and everything there for you guys, so you can sort of, for the ones that have been asking, you can utilize that, build your own loft, make a better one. So anyway, enjoy your day, stay safe, stay home, and play with your birds. Who cares? We just got to stay safe. Let's work together. See ya.